All right, what I'm here today to talk about is basically something that I've been doing for probably 17 years. Oscillatory methods, I read about it in super training, and oscillatory methods are basically just repetitions in partial range of motions. It can be short and brief, it can be half range of motion, it can even be at the top range of motion like this, let's say in a bench press. And here's what I found, and what we're going to talk about is what I've seen over the years and just stories of why I feel that this method is important. I think it's truly underutilized by a lot of strength coaches and just athletes for performance. But one of the biggest things I think you have to realize is that compared to the full range of motion, you can be very specific in your metabolic demands. So yes, oscillatories, which I'll get into later, are more metabolically demanding on a specific muscle group based on the exercise you're doing. There's more coordination that I truly believe is developed, and I think there's a huge coordination factor because I saw my best athletes do these right away and adapt to them very quickly. So basically with oscillatory methods, I want you to look at it like this. I got to change your thinking a little bit on full range of motion stuff. People get, oh, it's not a full range of motion rep. Look, that's all right. My athletes go through 10,000 full range of motion reps a day. So if they get 60 or 80 in the weight room that aren't quite full range of motion, I think they'll adapt to the full range of motion anyway. But let's look at it like this. Let's say you take a 400-pound max, okay, and with that 400-pound max on bench press, let's say, or whatever lift, let's put 320 on the bar, so roughly 80%. And if you look at this, if this is full range of motion, this is the chest here and this is the arms are extended. If you got a good athlete and let's say they crank out 5 reps, which would be pretty taxing, over let's say maybe a 10-second time frame, okay, what you have is this athlete's bench press max is 400, so he's at 80% at the bottom range of motion. But then let's be honest, if you put a 4-board bench, a 4-board on his bench press, the top range of motion, and he did it, you know, let's say we'll use safely 450. I know a lot of athletes that could do more, but let's say the top range of motion. So if you cut this right there, he's really only getting 80% load of training with the 320 if he's going up and down for 5 times at 320 part of the time, okay? So we're actually dropping even below down to 60% in some cases on your range of motion training, 60% of your max.